Now today we go discuss the so-called shooting incident in Philadelphia. So-called police standoff. Went to serve a warrant. End up 6 police got shot. We go break that down because that's according that 6 police officer got shot. Wow, none of them died, just got shot. Let's get into this right here and break it down. See if it's another hoax they got on the masses.
And we've just been listening to officials there in Philadelphia give us an update on the shooting situation. Thankfully, all 6 officers who were shot earlier today are in stable condition. They're expected to be okay. The 2 officers who
all of them that was shot, all 6 of them is in stable condition. And this one so-called on the scene, we go see what they're talking about. Let's see.
Inside the house with the suspect have also been released and are okay.
So two police officers was inside the house with the suspects. Those also was good. They let out and they're good. This story right here sound like it's fake. You understand? They can't put it together to make it sound real with people with smart minds.
Were the 3 others who were described as hostages or prisoners in the house with the suspect.
Wow, I can't believe this, people. So you want to tell me that 3 police end up being hostage in the house where they go to serve the warrant? All 3 of them get in the house. So the one man could hold them hostage? Wow.
Also managed to get out unscathed. Jerika Duncan is at the scene and she joins us now. Hi, Jerika. Can you just recap for us what has unfolded to the...
Of course, every time they go bring you these fake news, show up in purple. Of course, no doubt about it.
...of today.
Sure. So just after 4:30 Eastern time, police were here to serve a narcotics warrant. It was at that point that there was gunfire that erupted between one of the suspects and the police officers.
So one of the suspects, they went to serve the warrant, a drug warrant, and all of a sudden the police and one of the suspects start shooting. Wow. And what? This is an orange damn jacket?
2 of those officers end up in the home. We just found out that
2 of them end up in the home. So when the shooting begin, 2 of them end up inside the home. Wow. And the rest of them got shot, 6 of them. Because it's not the ones that was in the house that got shot. They say those get out unscathed.
2 officers are safe. But more importantly, in that process, we're talking about 6 police officers that were shot. 1 grazed in the head, 1 hit in the hand, 1 hit in the leg.
And what happened to the other 3? You only can tell about the one that was grange in the head. They always use that grange in the head bullshit on the masses. Just like you see, they said Tupac got 5 shots. You got 1 grange in the head. When they tell you Tupac died in the car, they said Suge Knight got grange in the head. So grange is in the head ain't killing you. So foot shot ain't gonna kill you either. And another hand shot. And it's done right there. Order the 6 of them. Give you 3 of them situation and leave out the rest.
Just heard Police Commissioner
Where is the other police got shot? It's a dumb fake shit on the masses right
Ross
here.
say all 6 are in stable condition and are basically preparing to go home to their families tonight. And that was something they said is a miracle when you think about...
And of course, mention miracle also. It's just a garbage story they bring to the masses. A miracle? Dumb on.
The amount of gunfire that went back and forth between this suspect who was...
and the so-called gunfire. And I tell you people, they have this live on every news. And of course, don't see no gunfire. Don't hear no gunfire in the back. It's just fake shit. Every minute they announce, oh, more gunfire. We never hear it. It's garbage, 100% trash.
In that house, I may add, and the police officers who were here on scene. You heard the mayor express concern about the type of weapons, the amount of gunfire, and really bringing it back to the gun violence issue in this country.
Yes, bring it back to the gun violence issue. All the amount of guns that was in the house is bullshit and have nothing going on right there in the background. This is an active scene where 6 police been shot. And of course, nothing movements, no movements in the background. She's standing right next to the damn yellow tape. Are you kidding me? You can't stand up and distance close to a crime scene. You can't. I don't give a fuck if you're a reporter. You got a distance. You can't damn near lean on the damn tape. It's fake shit. And he's not there. It's a man in a drag. You could see the Adam's apple peeping out under the neck. And I told you, this one in orange and the next sodomite in purple.
He
Bam.
said at that first news conference that that was something that concerned him, and perhaps maybe that's for another day in terms of dealing with that. But I think the focus right now is when you think of Philadelphia, you think of the amount of gun violence, and you realize that this could have been much worse than what it is.
Yes,
That
it
is the
could be much worse than what it is. Wow, that's a bad situation. They went to serve a drug warrant and 6 police got shot. Wow, even all hostage, 2 of them got held up hostage. That's bullshit,
the
people.
point that I think all officials just made there. But again, we do know that there's still some work to be done. They've been negotiating for the last 4.5+ hours with the.
You see, people, 4.5 hours, that's a number 7. No doubt, the 1 over 2, that's a number 3, and the 4, you understand? That's how you get your number 7, and they can't hide it. It's a fake story they put together for the masses all the way in. Listen.
Person that's in that house. And we even spoke to a group of women that were escorted a couple of hours ago. 2 of the women looked like, they were middle-aged, and 2 younger women.
Why you didn't show them as usual?
The woman expressed to me that she said the police basically saved her life. They said that they were in the house where those gunshots.
Wow, so they was inside the house where the gunshot fire and the police saved their life? So what, the people that was in the house was held hostage? What do you mean the police saved your life if you was in the building and you was good until the police show up and shootout start? That's garbage.
Erupted, and that they were on the 2nd floor, and police were able to get them out safely. So a lot that has happened. You had a daycare as well that was across the street.
All bullshit for the masses.
Apparently from where this house is. So a really tragic situation was averted, but we do know the gunman is still inside, and they're still trying to get him.
The gunman's still inside at this point because the whole story, the gunman's still in the house. It's
to surrender. Tanya?
Sharika, so do we have any more details about how exactly those officers were able to get out of the house and those 3 others?
I think what you just heard from Commissioner Ross was the most we've heard in terms of details and confirming that there were 2 individuals inside when CBS News had confirmed that through 2 sources. We're going to continue to get the information as it comes in. But what we heard there was as much information as police are telling us right now.
It's bullshit, people. 100%. Let's go deeper in it.
6 officers shot in North Philadelphia this evening that we know about. All 6 are in hospitals, not life-threatening conditions, we're told. 2 officers reportedly remain inside the building, perhaps trapped inside.
How would the 2 police end up trapped inside the building? How? They went to serve a warrant. One of them started the shootout with the so-called man, with one of the men in the house. How did the other 2 get in to be held hostage? This don't make sense.
Building at the standoff. That's according to the Philadelphia Inquirer, which spoke with the Philadelphia Police Commissioner. And the police commissioner there indicating that there also may be suspects handcuffed in custody inside the building.
Wow. It's possible suspects handcuffed in the building, inside the building, they're in custody inside the building, and also 2 police who hold the police hostage inside. If the people that's in there is cuffed up. I don't get it, people. It's dumb shit.
With those police officers in one part of the building. Philadelphia police, through their Twitter account, say they're attempting to...
Their Twitter account, people. While this is going on, the police is tweeting about it. Active situation, standoff, and they're tweeting back to back. I told you, people, it's fucking fake.
Communicate with the shooter. You heard the commissioner there saying that he personally has attempted to communicate with
and why tell the people that? Why tell the people that on Twitter? Just concentrate on getting him, get this, resolved. Get the case resolved, and then you can go on Twitter. You have time to do all this tweeting while this shit is going on. It's trash.
Shooter so far unsuccessfully. The shooter, according to the commissioner, shows no sign of wanting to surrender. In fact, for hours now, the police department has been sending out updates via...
Who you say was in the building that cuffed up and in custody? Who is it? Wow.
Twitter, in which
How many people was in the house, so-called, when y'all went to serve the warrant? Never say. How many suspect is it? Never say.
Shooter continues to fire at police, to fire out of this structure.
Wow,
and you heard the commissioner
firing out of the house while the police is still in there. Wow, it don't make sense.
They're saying that some of those shots have hit the SWAT vehicle. This is being described as a active situation. It certainly appears that way from the outside as well. Many details right now unclear at this moment. I want to bring in our senior justice correspondent, Evan Perez. Evan, let's talk, first of all, a little bit as dusk is falling, as night is coming in Philadelphia. That only adds a whole other layer for police on the scene, the difficulty. I guess they will have to light up the area. They are trying to get the shooter to talk, trying to assure the shooter or perhaps shooters. They say there could be more than one.
It could be more than one, people. So how the fuck one man could do all that? Say, for instance, it's two men. How the fuck they all two police in the house hostage and still shooting at these police outside? It don't make no sense, people, and they still baffled if it's one or two people.
That they will not be harmed if they come out. What do we know about how all of this began, Evan?
Well, according to the police, this began as some kind of a narcotics call that these officers were responding to. Now, we don't know exactly what the details are of that, Anderson. We don't know if they were doing some kind of operation to try to buy drugs from someone in order to essentially set up a
Yeah, so you get out of here. Let's go back. Let me see how you set up this thing.
Buy drugs from someone in order to essentially set up a case or bring charges against someone. But it appears that the suspect or suspects was expecting these officers, and the officers were certainly...
It's bullshit, people. It's a 100% psyop. You better wake up on this. Yes, they know that the police was buying drugs from them and was trying to bust them, so they prepared. While they come with the warrant, they prepare and start shooting at them and even take two of them hostage.
Caught unawares. And so the chief there just described...
All this shit that you see right here is a hoax. You got it? It's a fucking hoax. So the building is right in front of here. This is the building that they're shooting from. Where is they shooting from? These police over here don't look concerned. You see them? These one right here don't look concerned. But these over here do. You see this right here? These people ready to run. All the ones in blue. It's just a fucking fake shit they bring you. That's what you need to know. Where is the bullets coming from?
The chief there just described, the chief there, these officers...
Watch this, people. When it's lights, camera, action, watch this. You go see the running start suddenly. Watch this.
And the officers were certainly caught unawares.
Watch this, people. Nobody moving right now. Watch this right here.
And so these officers and the officers were certainly caught...
I said, bam. Nobody moving right there. Everybody is in place. Now watch this, because I told you it's a movie. When they say run, that's when they run. Watch this. All of a sudden.
Awares. And so
you see that?
The chief, these
it's
officers...
It's almost like they plant in place, and then when it's action, they get up and run. It's not real. They can't fool me. That's what you need to know.
And the officers were certainly caught unaware.
They go right there and watch this. They're ready to run.
And so the chief there just described, I think he was the police commissioner, he just described...
And you notice, while these people running, the ones that are assigned to run, those are the only ones that gonna run. These gonna look like they're not concerned. You better wake up with your 3-9 and your 2-1-1 for your 3, all coded for the dumb masses right here. It's not real.
Situation where officers were having to...
Look at them people. They're tearing down the whole place running, and the rest of them look like they're not even concerned.
He just described...
It's not real. Watch this. What all these people running from, and these people are standing up right there. No concern whatsoever.
Situation where officers were having to...
All the people in black was assigned to run. That's what you need to know.
Bail out of windows, trying to escape with their...
Follow them all the way around here.
Lives, and it appears that at least 2 officers remain inside.
What is this for right here? What is this about? Just to show it on camera to make you feel like something happened. Look at the amount of police vehicle right here. It's not real, people. It's fake
building.
Shit.
Now, a short while ago, one of the reporters from our local affiliate, KYW, talked to 4 women who were being taken out outside of the building, of that same building. They said that they were on the 2nd floor. They seemed obviously extremely shaken up. And the police just described also the fact that there were people who were initially taken away from the scene, people who perhaps were arrested. So this appears to be a police operation that suddenly unraveled and went...
Bullshit.
horribly wrong, because this shooter, or perhaps more than one, opened fire. And as he said, I mean, we were watching some of this, Anderson, unfold, especially in the past hour. He was firing outside through the front door, through the
It's
front.
bullshit, people. Look how the building set up. You only can fire out one way because you're in the middle of a so-called complex. You're not on the corner. You're not on the end. So that means you only can shoot from one place. You can't shoot from the back. You can't shoot from none side. Just the front, of course. And of course, you go get all these police running all over the place because one man shooting from one angle. Of course, it's dumb shit.
Window, we were told by sources that he was firing through the walls.
Yes,
So again, this
he
is a
was
very
falling
volatile
through the walls. It's not real.
situation. It makes it very hard for the SWAT team to go in when you know you have officers who are trapped somewhere inside that building. Makes it a lot more.
Or why they trapped inside of a building? How big is the damn building? You're only going in one fucking part, and it's where the criminal at, and you know where he at because you have a warrant. That means you know the exact address. That's bullshit, people. This is not real. Just another psyop.
More difficult to come up with a tactical plan to attack the situation.
I just want to point out to our viewers, we are obviously also aware that it is very possible the shooter, or if there's more than one in that building, has access to a television or to a radio and may be monitoring coverage.
No, all you have to do is go on Twitter. Remember, the police keeping updates on Twitter. The police commissioner. You believe it, people? Wow, come on.
Condition of these 6 officers whose injuries have been described as non-life-threatening.
But Philadelphia is still under the spotlight and that standoff continuing. And they're approaching the podium, so let's listen in.
Here we go, people. Press conference time. And of course, you go find them out right here that they're full of shit and fake and the masses.
So obviously I'm here with the mayor and several others from the command staff.
Always the police commissioner and the mayor always right there at hand for the PSYOP. Every time they go do a so-called press conference, the mayor is right there with the commissioner while the shit is still going on. HOAX, Fox right there, 666 in numerology.
We've got a pretty horrible situation unfolding, and you hear me say unfolding, to tell you that it is not resolved. All right? I came over here.
And who is this holding this mic right here? Dumb on.
To brief you, but we were at that scene because at around 4:30 today.
4:30. There go your number 7 again, people. Wake your ass up. 4:30 is a coding for number 7, and you go find that coding almost everywhere in the story. Listen.
Officers were serving a narcotics warrant in the house 3600 block of 15.
Bam. 3600 block. Right there on the money. 3 6s. The mark of the beast. And of course, take a look at your weather right here. Yes, the temperature, 77 degrees. All coded when they bring this dumb shit out.
They had already entered the premises, got towards the rear, the kitchen area, when gunfire erupted. The shooter fired multiple rounds. Officers returned fire. Many of them had to.
2 men already in the house. Remember, when you're serving a warrant, you just don't go into a window. You understand that? How did those 2 police get in the kitchen area, and then the so-called suspect end up shooting after the police outside without knowing that the 2 police is inside the building? That's garbage, people. Nothing but a movie. And of course, they show you nothing. They show you no footage, nothing. They have no record of the whole fucking thing going on. Of course, they're just telling you it's trash. One eye symbol. You see that fucker peeping around from the back? They do that on purpose in every fucking press conference after the PSYOP. You see? That's how they do it. 100% in. They're fakers.
Escape through windows and doors to get from a barrage of bullets. Right now, we can tell you that there are 6 police officers who were struck by gunfire. Thankfully, all of them.
I hope somebody tell me where is the other ones got hit beside the one that got shot in the arm, the one got shot in the leg, and one got Grange in the head. Where is the other ones got hit? Or they all get hit in the head and in the hand and the leg.
Are in stable condition. They were struck throughout their body. One officer sustained a gunshot wound, grazed wound to his head, thankfully. They were struck throughout their body. One
struck toward their body, you understand? Multiple body bullets they get. But listen what they got for the masses. Just a grains to the head. It's bull crap.
Officer sustained a gunshot wound, grazed wound to his head. Thankfully, that was all that was. Got an officer shot in the arms. Got an officer shot.
Got an officer shot in the arms.
Wound, grazed wound to his head. Thankfully, that was all that was. Got an officer shot in the arms. Got an officer shot in various parts of their body, but fortunately,
but you don't know right now. It's only 6 of them. You're supposed to can tell that with your eyes closed because you already know about it. Why not? You don't know where they get shot?
everybody's going to be okay. We have 3 here. We have 3 at Einstein.
Of course, and that's how you get your 33.
We have a couple officers that were actually injured responding to the scene. I will tell you,
yes, they got some more injured that was responding to the scene. They didn't get no shot, but they injured while they was on their way to the scene. Look how you look at him. They know it's fake, people. Every one of them on this fucking scene know it's fake.
Been at that scene for the last couple of hours, trying to talk to this male. He continues to fire rounds out of the window.
So this continue to fire rounds to the window. He never stop. He keep following to the window, and he's the only one in there beside that 2 police officer. Wow.
Situation is in no way resolved. I wanted to come and give you some kind of update to see, let you know where we are, but we are trying to talk to this male. Trying to let him know that he can end this peacefully now. But he has not answered.
You call him on again? Okay, all right.
So we've been trying to work with a family member, but right now we have not been successful. Despite several attempts to talk to him, both on a loudspeaker, on a bullhorn, and on telephone.
Of course, you try to talk to him on the loudspeaker, you still can't get no response. Watch the one eye peeping around from the side. They do that on purpose, people. It's not an accident.
We have not been able to make contact with him thus far. We're trying to get him to come out peacefully, but right now he refuses to do so. I have to get back over to the scene. I will answer a few brief questions, and then the mayor
This one come from off the scene to give you a press conference, and now you're going back to the scene. I'm done. It's fake shit, people. He actually working on the scene. Stop to give a press conference. Keep the people updated. And then he going back over there, still gonna negotiate with the so-called shooter. Dumb on.
Have some comment, and others may have comment, but right now I have to get back over because the critical thing to tell you that I did not tell you is I have, some situations where I'm worried about potential hostage situations, so we've got to get that resolved. All right?
Hostage situation because the 2 cops held hostage in the home. Wow.
Can you tell us how the 2 officers who were inside, are they doing? Any insight into their well-being?
We believe they're okay, and I'm not going to say much more about that right now, out of concern for their safety right now.
You shouldn't even mention it. Shouldn't mention it none at all then.
We believe that this male...
Watch this one right here. Doing the damn pyramid on the hand sign.
Wow. Is in a certain part of the building. I won't...
You see the glasses? Watch him again. All Freemason sign. He giving you with the one eye. Don't doubt me, I'll tell you.
Tell you where they are, where he is right now, so that I don't endanger the officers on the scene in any way. But it's a very volatile situation that is still unfolding. So as a result, there's but so much I can tell you about what's going on inside of that property.
Do you know what's going inside? You know what's going on inside the building? Okay.
The fact that even when I was on scene, he fired multiple rounds, many of which that struck the SWAT.
Many have struck the SWAT vehicle. So you just pull it right in front of the window, right? Because I told you, only can fire from one angle.
Truck and
you see all those vehicles that park up out there. Yes, but they shoot the SWAT vehicle. It's bullshit.
Across the street. And that's long after, I got there long after it started. So he was continued to fire. It is a grave concern to us, but we're trying to...
What are all these guys here for? Why they standing up behind them? All they're doing is coding. That's what you need to know. Why they need to be there. To make a background? Dumb on.
Communicate to him that we want him out safely. Even going as far as telling him that the officers are going to be okay. And that there's nothing that we can't work through. But right now, we are not successful. So I'm going to get back over there. I'll answer just a few questions, and then I got to get back over there.
Active shooting going on. But he loved the people so much, he stopped to give them a press conference. Wow. Bam.
Just you're talking about the injury. That's what I just went in there. So I didn't get a chance because of proximity to make it to Einstein. I'll get up there a little later. Thankfully, everybody's going to be okay. I did speak to all 3 that are here. And they're all in good spirits, but we're concerned about this whole situation.
Commissioner, do you think there's just one shooter?
Right now, we're not sure, and so I don't want to say that.
Wow, so you see all the shots coming out and you can't tell if it's one or two shooter. This is a professional police right here. Of course, he's a so-called commissioner. You're supposed to know if it's two different gun firing. You can tell if it's two different person. No doubt about it. It's bullshit.
Wrong, nor from a tactical standpoint do we want to make that assumption.
Commissioner, is there anyone in custody?
Watch this.
There were people who were taken into custody initially, okay? And there may be even someone in custody inside. But right now, what we know...
Maybe somebody is in custody inside. Oh, wow.
Is this male is holed up inside. And he is not... Since I've come here in the last 20 minutes or so, there's no indication that he's trying to surrender right now. We do know he's still alive. There's no question about that because of the shots that keep ringing out.
Yeah, you know he's alive because the shots keep ringing out. But I told you, the reason why these guys in the back. If you don't want to believe me, it's cool, but this is the bitter truth. And it is an awakening. So when it comes, a lot of people, they might take it the wrong way when the awakening hit them. They don't know how to accept it. But you see this right here, I never miss. The reason why they got them in the background is to show the signs and symbols. As you could see, this one doing the one-eye symbol. They have no reason to be there.
We're very concerned about, the neighborhood. We're very concerned about our police officers. But again, we're doing everything within our power to get him to come out. All right?
Commissioner, you say you've been in touch with his family. What are they saying about this?
Well, I mean, what we're just trying to do right now is do as much.
Of course, you know their family member number right away. To start calling the family members. It's bullshit. It's 100% crap.
We have the mail. How's the house?
And then people, this is what you get at the end of the day right here. They let it go tonight, so-called. And here comes the so-called suspect. It's a fucking hoax, you get me? It's time for you to wake up. You believe it's real? Just a hoax they set up for the masses. And watch out for the agenda. Because it's coming soon. Why they do this? They always have a reason.
A suspect in a violent standoff with police in Philadelphia finally surrendered overnight, hours after a wild shootout that left 6 officers injured.
6 officers shootout. 6 officers get shot in the shootout, and yes, they take him out without a scathe. Let's see.
Good morning, I'm Chris Wright.
And I'm Mary Calvi. Welcome to CBS 2 News this morning. The tense 7-hour standoff began as...
Bam. There go your number 7 again. He come back just like the whole shooting started at 3:30. Of course, I never miss.
Officers tried to serve a drug warrant Wednesday afternoon.
CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas joins us now here with more in studio this morning, Andrea.
Oh, Chris and Mary, the good news in all of this is that those wounded officers have been released from the hospital.
Yes,
the police
bullshit.
commissioner said things took a violent turn almost immediately.
Look at this fucking
Around
fake
midnight.
shit that they have for the masses. It's not real by a long shot. And look at the car. What's that? 511? Oh, 911. Okay. Always coded 911 with this one right here. Look like a damn taxi.
36-year-old Maurice Hill walked out of his
This
North
one is
Philadelphia.
36 on the money. Bam. What I don't tell you people. And of course, this is a 36 block. And also, what you think people? Wow. Bam.
Your home with his hands up. He surrendered to police.
They're not gonna show you much, people. They're not gonna show you much. Wow, but him coming out with his hands up. That's
Midnight,
it.
36-year-old
Look at
Maurice Hill walked out of his North Philadelphia home with his hands up.
It's not real. And you think it's a coincidence? He's 36 years old?
Surrendered to police after a more than 7-hour standoff.
Stand by. We have the mail. How's the house?
Officers first arrived at the row home around 4:30 Wednesday.
Where is the home? Is it right here? This is bullshit right here. Look at this police. All of them pointing guns. This is dumb shit, people. This is all you know right here that it's a hoax. I'm done. You know what PSYOP I break down? And I can show you the same thing. You got civilians stand up right there with the police in the red shirt. That's a civilian, right? It's a civilian? What is going on right here? Look at this right here. You got a police in front and you got police in the back holding guns, pointing it. So some point gun right here. Watch this man way over here. Where is he pointing his gun? Where is he pointing? Look where they're pointing. Who they pointing at? They're pointing the gun at this blue shirt police right here. Who is they pointing at? No. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Who is he pointing at? Who is he pointing his gun at? Huh? Okay, let's go back again. Cause you're dumb. Who is this guy pointing his gun at? They're pointing their gun at him right there. And these look like some civilian mix up in it. This one in the red shirt, unless it's an undercover cop. But they point the gun in the same direction where this guy at. And over here, this one pointing the gun at this wall right here. You see? It is fake. Now look at this police right here. The danger coming from in front of him right there. That's where he point his gun. And you can see somebody ducking right here. He looking for the danger in front of him. So every fucking police on the scene, look at these right here. All of them point the gun at a different spot. I told you I never miss. You think they can pass off these trash on me like real? Dumb on.
Afternoon to serve a narcotics warrant. Police were met with rapid gunfire. Six officers around 4:30 Wednesday afternoon to serve a narcotics warrant. Police
Watch this right here, people. Look how you go see it right here. That is fake.
met
Watch.
with rapid gunfire.
Rapid gunfire. Watch some of them ducking, some of them walking right there like nothing happened, like they not even know. You can't get away with this right here with the orange right here for Freemasonry and the agent.
Officers were
They come in a fucking war tanker. Wow.
hit.
Got towards the rear, the kitchen area, when gunfire erupted. The shooter fired multiple rounds. Officers
Watch them, people. All signs and
returned fire,
symbols.
many of whom who had to escape through windows and doors to get from a barrage of bullets.
Two officers and three other people were
Barrage of bullets.
two officers and three
I guess this one is the one that got Grange in the head, the one with the head tie up with the white thing. Let's see.
other people were trapped inside the row house. It would be hours before they were safely evacuated. In the meantime, Hill was also
See? All fucking TV.
inside firing shots out of the window.
Hold on. Watch this police right here, people. Watch this one right here. All of them running and watch him. Watch this right here. You're fucking dumb.
Shots out of the
Watch
window.
him. He walking. He casually just walk off in the direction where they're running from. Wow, I tell you, people, we must be some dumb fucks on earth, man. Let them pass this off as real. Watch this 33 right there. You see it on the car? All coded. I can't believe they get away with this right here. As a matter of fact, they didn't. They got bam.
Shots out of the window. The neighborhood
Listen to this right here, people, and you know it's a hoax.
shots out of the window. The neighborhood was paralyzed as officers took cover
Wow. It's bullshit, people. And watch this. 217 for your number 9. Another coding.
behind cars and protected innocent bystanders
39. Flip that for your 3 6s.
who were inside their homes and
Look at
businesses.
this right here,
These
people.
2 women and 2 girls were still shaking
Watch his sunray right there in the background. They're still shaking.
As
And
they were
this look
safely
like a different scene. Bullshit on the masses right here.
escorted to a police car.
I think for these cops, they good people. Don't say nothing bad about them. They kept us safe the whole time.
All of the 6 officers who were shot were released from the hospital
They good people. Don't say nothing.
as they were safely escorted to a police car.
What are they? Some Muslims?
I thank God for these cops.
What's this right here? Hold on.
They good people. Don't say nothing bad about them.
And now they're crying with phones and everything. It's just actors. You're dumb people. It's just actors. All actors and the masses with the Freemason bricks in the background. They're actors.
Kept us safe the whole time.
All of the 6 officers who
Watch this right here. Is this another officer that got injured? And this one with the salute. The satanic sign right there to the face with the so-called salute. What is he saluting for? Another one saluting again. What is they doing? Dumb on.
shot were released from the hospital. 2 walked out with bandages
it's
as they were
bullshit.
saluted by fellow
It's
officers.
bullshit, people. It's just a show for the dumb folks. And I don't know, people. I told you we're too dumb. We're just too dumb, people. Look at these T's. All T's is 2 in numerology. 1, 2, 3 for your number 6. No doubt.
Maurice Hill has a prior. Officers who were shot were released from the hospital.
People,
2
you believe that these people were shot? You were just shot in the arm. Wow, I told you, man. Too much dummies on the earth and the black and white stripe on the bag
Officers who were shot were released from the hospital. Two walked out with bandages as they were saluted by fellow officers.
To the head. He got both hands tied up. There you go. At the elbow. He got both hands tied up at the elbow. They shot him in the head and shot him in both elbows.
By fellow officers.
There you go, people. I'm not lying. This is what they're doing to the dumb people. I'm sorry for you. You're in a world of hurt.
Maurice Hill has a prior criminal history.
Yes,
He's been
that's him. That's him. You already have him in an asthmatic suit? Wow.
Officers who were shot were released from the hospital. Two walked out with bandages as they were saluted by fellow officers.
Wow,
Maurice Hill has a prior criminal history.
There goes the guy right there, the so-called suspect right here. They got him in a suit already.
Released from the hospital.
How the fuck? Oh, he was in the hospital. It's just fakery. And watch him showing their code right there, people. All
and is awaiting formal charges.
Bullshit. All bullshit.
Police and Hill's former attorney were involved in negotiations to...
All bullshit. Yes, the lawyer was trying to negotiate even with the police to get him out. Come on.
Overnight, a dramatic standoff in Philadelphia finally coming to an end after more than 7 hours. 6 police officers shot.
Watch them people all show for the masses. And I tell you, why standing in front of the window? There's only one direction he can fire from. Why standing in front? Why? This is dumb shit, people. And watch how they do it. All these cars parked up in a row. It's a psyop.
The gunman was taken into custody. Gio Benitez is on the scene.
See this right here, just like you get in the movies. Just a movie for the dumb folks. Don't doubt when I tell you.
In Philadelphia this morning with the very latest. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, David, good morning. Yeah, just an incredibly scary situation for both residents and officers. Take a look behind me, because if you look closely, you can actually see all of those evidence markers there on the ground. That's because more than 100 bullets were fired here. Residents...
More than 100 bullets was fired. And I told you, people, it's a fucking psyop. No doubt me. 3923, all called in.
Jumping fences just to get away from all that gunfire. Overnight, a dramatic surrender.
Wow.
Overnight, a dramatic surrender.
Why no police ain't at this corner right here that we're looking from? It's just a camera. It's not real, people.
A raging gunman turning himself into police. Maurice Hill taken into custody, bringing a violent 7-hour tense standoff to an end in Philadelphia.
Give me SWAT ASAP. Long guns ASAP.
We need SWAT ASAP. We need long guns ASAP. That sound like the police call to you? Just
rained down on police for hours. Gunshots hitting 6 officers. Bullets ricocheted off the sidewalk and nearby.
I told you, people. Why you think they tell you that the bullets ricochet? I told you. It's just TV, just a mini movie they got for the masses.
Officers crawling and crouching to avoid getting hit. The shootout started.
That's what it is, people. Every minute you hear them say, gunfire. You hear a little rumbling. Watch this 1-6. Same number 7 again.
While officers were serving Hill with a narcotics warrant.
We have an officer shot, and they're still being shot at.
The situation quickly.
We have an officer shot.
There go your 3-4 again. Number 7.
And they're still being shot at.
The situation quickly escalating when Hill, armed with multiple firearms, barricaded himself inside a home, holding...
So one guy, people. At the end of the day, it's just one guy. Can you believe that? One guy.
2 police officers hostage.
The guy still on the stairwell shooting through the front window.
Police rushing their wounded brothers.
Watch this right here, people. Watch them because they're fake. Let's go
Police
back.
officers hostage.
The guy still on the stairwell shooting through the front window.
Police rushing their wounded brothers away from the
Where
barrage.
is the wounded? Who is wounded? 7-11 right there for your 77 again. That's how they do it.
The bullets, one officer limping, hit in the leg. Another
you never see one of them bleed.
In the arm.
It was like Let's go back.
Brothers away from the barrage. Away from the barrage of bullets. One police officers hostage.
The guy still on the stairwell shooting through the front window.
Police rushing their...
Hold on, people. Hold on. Watch they set up this scene right here. He keep cutting back and forth, back and forth. Watch
wounded
this.
brothers away from the...
recording this right here. You're recording the whole thing. Why switch the damn film?
Barrage of bullets.
See, they switch the film again.
One officer limping, hit in the leg. Another in the arm.
You see? You just see them standing right here. Because this is where they seen that where they got the blood on the ground or the fake shit. You see that a while ago. Who is taking these fucking films? Who doing this overhead? You're not getting it, people. Who doing this fucking taking of these videos? Who doing it? It's just a movie for the dumb folks.
Brothers away from the barrage of bullets. One officer...
Film the clip. Why did you move the clip? Yes, cause you have to put the fucking blood
limping,
there.
hit in the leg,
There you go.
another
Hit
in the
leg.
arm.
It was like 100 shots.
Wow,
SWAT
it's
teams
bullshit.
rushing toward the home.
Of course, you know much shot. 100 shots.
Crowds of officers surrounding the home on all sides.
Bullshit.
Dozens of patrol cars
One
filling
man, people. One man, as you could see the star right there in the background. Just one man.
streets. The neighborhood, including a nearby
Look at
Temple
them,
University
those actors.
campus on lockdown.
I heard
Look at this guy right here in the purple
Nearby
shirt.
Temple University
He look like he's scared. He look like something going on. Just an act for the masses.
campus on lockdown.
I heard so many gun shots.
Yes.
Several hours. Several
Mhm.
hours.
Listen to this one
Nearby
right here.
Temple
Hold on.
University campus on lockdown.
I heard so many gun shots.
Several
Wow. Is that clear for you? That is a line?
nearby
Wow.
Temple University campus on lockdown.
I heard so many gun shots.
Several hours after the standoff began, remarkably, all of the officers were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
All of these ambulance and them got the 39 on it.
It's nothing short of a miracle that we don't have multiple officers killed today.
After the hostages were released, the gunman, who phoned his attorney, Shaka Johnson,
You
finally
see, he phoned his attorney and he do have the police hostage also, people. You believe that? Wow, this is a fake story. Got busted on the bitter truth. Bam.